What's popping, people? Welcome back to Unfriendly Hood. A couple of days ago, I had a really interesting interaction with another YouTuber who is, I guess, in a similar sphere. And it was really cringe. So I'm gonna call this YouTuber Jerry just because I don't want to, you get it. And Jerry is actually someone who's much larger than me. He has about, I think he has like 20,000 subscribers, but I could be wrong. So I was very surprised that this guy was, reaching out to want to do a collab with me. Now, at the time that he was asking to do a collab with me, I was kind of busy, so I kept putting it off, and I put it off for almost a month. But throughout the whole time, he continually pestered me, asking, please let me do a video with you. So eventually, about 1 week ago, I ended up coming on a Discord call with him, and we were gonna plan it out. And so I was talking to Jerry, and I was trying to get an idea of what's he about. And so Jerry is a part of this community called the Blackpill community. And for those of you that don't know what the Blackpill community is, it is essentially the modern day version of what was once called the incel community or the Mgtow community, but now it's called the Blackpill community. And so what Jerry wanted to make a video about was basically how religion could be the cure for all the societal woes that are going on, all the whoring, all the sodomy. That's not the most interesting thing to me. It would probably still be a good video, even if it's not the cutting edge. You need some basic videos to kind of reel people in. So since we're making a video about religion, I'm a Christian YouTuber, I start asking Jerry his thoughts about religion. And no matter what I talk to him about, what salvation is, whatever, his response was like a broken record. Every time he's telling me about how white women are more attracted to black men, or women will only date more attractive men than them. It's oh Jigga, shut the fuck up. I'm sitting here trying to seriously have a conversation. It's like talking to a Jehovah's Witness. And I know that's a bold statement of me to say, since I am a Christian YouTuber that will just go up to random people and ask them, yo, how do you get to heaven? But I feel the difference is I'm not trying to make you join a cult, and I'm not trying to get money out of you. I'm just having a conversation with people, right? And Jerry, he is continually over and over again keeps trying to sell me his black-pilled religion, his incel Mgtow religion. And as I continue to talk to him, I began to get really pissed off because it's just a broken record. Not only that, but half the stuff he's saying is wrong. Number one, this whole idea that women will only date men in the top 1% of attractiveness, this is just false. In my own experience, before I became a Christian, I was getting the most attractive women that were of my peer group, right? And I don't think I'm a very attractive man, and certainly not back then. But in addition to this, it's they believe all women are inherently going to become whores because it's just a part of it's just the nature of women to bang 1,000 men or something like that. This guy came talking to me, a Christian YouTuber, so we go off the Bible, and the Bible says that God made humans upright, but that we sought out many inventions, which is basically implying that there is nothing inherently sinful about you, nothing inherently sinful about anyone. As I continue to talk to him, I began to get this gnawing feeling that this person probably doesn't know anything about Christianity. And that really made me question, why the fuck is he seeking out a Christian YouTuber to do a collab with? So I begin just asking him the basic questions of the gospel. How do you get to heaven? He starts just saying, well, actually, I'm a bit of a Buddhist mixed with a Christian. And I'm what the fuck's wrong with this guy? As I'm talking to this guy, he keeps trying to prove the Bible's wrong, or sow doubt about the claims of the Bible. He's making these claims we have no actual proof that this happened. How do you know that anything in the past happened? There's no real legitimate proof of anything. How do we know that what we even see is real? And it just proves the Bible to be correct. There's this really funny Bible verse. It's Colossians 2:8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after a tradition of men and after rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. Then there's like another verse, it's in 2 Timothy chapter 3, and it says in the end times that people will be ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of truth. Those two verses hit so hard. It's like people are so desperate to search for meaning right now, and they start creating all these little theories about the world. Like, what if the circuit board is actually a satanic sigil? What if the Jews are controlling the world? What if Biden is actually Trump, but he's wearing a hyper-realistic mask? See, it's like in searching for a meaning and searching for a purpose for life, they'll like search out all these conspiracy theories, all these philosophies that are really just, that are like totally superficial, that in no way are actually going to like affect your life. Just like accumulating knowledge. Like, did you know that every single human being could be fit into Central Park? Okay, that's great and all, but like, how does this change your life in any way? How is this going to help you in any way? How is it that you, believing that you'll never be able to find a wife because all women are whores and no one would ever want to date you and you're ugly, what does this benefit your life? And how does this benefit you in any way? It's like there's only one thing that can give them meaning, but it's like they refuse to search it out. And when it comes to this one particular thing, they will have as much skepticism as humanly possible against the one thing that's actually true and the one thing that will like actually bring your life meaning. People like this just can't be helped. I pray for this guy. I pray that this guy was helped by something that I said, but it's like the people who claim to have the truth to you, the people that claim to be the scientists of the world, are the most dogmatic people, and they are the people who refuse to use the scientific method. Instead of going on the world and asking, what is the truth? Trying to figure out, what are the answers? Instead, they come to an answer, and then they will go and they will try to find the equation that gets that answer. The final thing that I said to this strange man named Jerry was this. I asked him a question. I said, would you rather actually find meaning to your life, actually know the answers, actually know the truth, actually be fulfilled, and actually be able to achieve your goals? Or would you rather cling on to this ideology and worldview that you are totally screwed, that you should live in utter despair and utter depression because you will never amount to anything? And he took a minute and he really thought about it. And then he said, if you want my honest answer, I'd rather keep the black pill. And that's when I blocked him. It kind of reminds me of the story of Satan, of Lucifer. God made this beautiful angel of light to sing in the choir of the angels, but Satan wanted to be the head of the choir, the head singer. He wanted to be the God. He wanted to be the leader. And he wanted to be God so much that he didn't care if he was king over hell, so long as he could still be king. People are so prideful that they would rather hang on to a lie, to something that they know is false, that does nothing but bring them utter despair and depression and sadness, rather than come to the truth and embrace happiness, embrace life. Because this lie that brings total despair to their life is their lie. They don't care if it's a lie. All they care is that they own it. That's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.